Top of the morning, Bay, with Good Morning Bay.
Get to know about the traffic on your way and what's news around the world today.
Some wisdom skills along the way.
And a song to hum along with and sway.
Get your perfect entertaining start to the day.
At 9 a.m. every weekday morning with
Mahima's Good Morning
Bay.
Good morning, Bay. आप सभी लोग हमारी तरफ से एक प्यार भरा नमस्ते,
Namaskar.
वणक्कम,
Namaskara.
खुश आमदीद,
Assalamu alaikum.
सत श्री अकाल,
मी गंधर्व वंदनमु.
जय स्वामी नारायण,
जय श्री कृष्णा.
जय जिनेंद्र,
हमारे इस्माइली भाई बंधुओं को बोलते हैं या अली मदद.
मलाली बदम सारे फीजी बदल बदल सब बला बनजन. हम आ गए हैं आपके प्यारे महिमा के द्वारे. मैं से फालतू बाबा.
And of course, myself, Faltu Rani, लेकर आपके लिए एक और drive time that's going to make your Wednesday totally exciting and totally mastani बन जाने.
That's right, Banjan. So Wednesday already. Oh my God, it's February 10th already, Banjan. Oh my goodness gracious, that जैसे भाग गया ना. I tell you seriously, 18 more days for this month to finish up. And by the way, Banjan, one more thing you should notice is, COVID situation, of course, but our lawmakers want us to have drama in our life, so they're making a lot of drama for the the second impeachment of Trump going on right now. उसके बारे में आपको अपडेट्स मिलेगा बंजन for sure. लेकिन उससे पहले आपको बोल दें कि आप सुन रहे हैं The Drive Time, Prime Time. That's Good Morning Banjan right here on your favorite network, LED Hotties, airing live with local radio Mirchi 1310 AM. And आप जो भी what we share with you guys on air today is available for you guys to go check it out on newsblog mediamahima.com, because all the news we share with you on air is from that particular source for sure. Go check it out there. But then we have a news desk which actually updates the news for you guys as frequently as possible. And this is what's going to happen today. Today we're going to start off with a nice, possibly a traffic update for you guys. So there are details about what's happening with the updates on Corona, the growth, the vaccine, additional vaccines, and all the stuff. And also we go to some political scenarios around the world as well, and share with you guys about that for sure. Lekin sabse pehle, let's go check out what's happening in the roads with Raste Ka Haal Total Sustainable.
It's time for the Bandu Traffic Update. Call us from wherever you are at 408-912-2479.
COVID situation still on the roads, but I'll tell you one thing. There is severe traffic alert by the police department and a lot of activity of cops around the 101 northbound at the Oakland Road in San Jose for some reason. This particular road, if possible, it's totally backed up, and I'm not sure what exactly is causing it, but it's a huge barricade. Police activity there in that region. This is very close to our studios also, Baljan. Actually, it's like, if you look at it, it's 880 ke aaspaas mein, but actually it's an Oakland exit. Oakland on 101 southbound. So watch out for that particular exit. We'll give you more updates on what's happening over there for sure. I'm just waiting for something from the CHP to see what's happening in that region, why so much of police activity over there. Apart from that, some accident report on northbound 101 at the 80 East in San Francisco. The left lane is affected over there. I don't see any accident reports as such, but of course traffic is kind of increasing. People, I think, are getting back to work and everything. So schools also going to start pretty soon. Things are going to be getting really hectic on the roads, and suddenly all our updates will start making sense for you guys. But abhi ke liye, that was a traffic update. Weather-wise, if you look at it, it's supposed to be raining today, but it's not. Incidentally, it's not going to rain today. It's going to be a heavy downpour tomorrow, because today we're going to have blue skies. Yes, but we can probably even have some showers, but we're hoping it will not happen this Saturday, because we have a Valentine's Day event planned, Love Aajkal. It's a drive-in event happening right outside our studio. But if you want to get more information about that, go check it out at pragnya.org, pragnya.org. But to check out information over there. But quick look at what's happening with the headlines. Fatoni, what's headlines today?
My screen just froze up, Alto Baba. Hold on just a second. Okay, so I will tell you, Banajan, that of course we are right now in the middle of the opening arguments for the impeachment trial of President Donald Trump. After an emotional start, the Democrats start to outline their case at the Trump impeachment trial. They're actually going to be showing some unseen footage and unseen video that will prove their case. People are eagerly waiting to find out how this is going to work. The senators vote to proceed with the impeachment trial as it was deemed constitutional yesterday, but conviction may still prove elusive. Georgia launches a criminal probe into Trump's efforts to overturn the 2020 election result. Bitter cold and ice storms are forecast for north and central United States. The United States government is partnering with Texas to build 3 mass vaccination sites there. Chicago Teachers Union, the Chicago teachers vote for COVID-19 safety plan agreement with the district. U.S. border agents do not need warrants anymore to search digital devices. A court rules. About 600 gallons of oil spilled from Chevron Richmond, California site. Ticked deal drags on. The talks still drag on as Biden administration mulls the China policy, according to sources. And Indian Twitter rival is staging a coup, pun intended. More on that we'll add to you shortly. And of course, Manajan, let's tell you in international news, New Zealand and Australia are now on tsunami watch after a strong quake in the Pacific. And in news from India, the protesting farmers announced a 4-hour nationwide rail roko on February 18th, while Prime Minister Narendra Modi says that Andolan Jivis have polluted the sacred Kisan Andolan. So more on all of this coming up shortly.
And of course, Benjamin, we'll get to the news in detail for you guys. Usse pehle ek gaane ka keda ho jaya, Benjamin, which I lined up for you guys from this particular movie called The Chef. Yeah, Benjamin, if this movie song has ever become famous, it's thanks to us. In the voice of Raghu Dikshit, Benjamin, and it's a composition, I think, by him itself. Listen to the song, it's a beautiful song. Lyrics by Ankur Tiwari. But again, music and sung by Raghu Dikshit. And for don't know what sugar lagale means, it's not sugar as in the sugar which you eat, the sucrose, glucose, no, but that actually is sugar as in fun. Add some life into your fun into your life is what it's saying, Baljan. What a nice message for everybody out there.
सारा चक्कर आज के इस पल में है, किसने जाना के कल कहां ढूंढे है जग सारा चाबी बगल में है, ताला खुलेगा खुद यहाँ मेरी सुनने का तो अगले शनिचर को पार लगेगी नैया और जो न लगे चिंता सारी छड़ दे सुर मिला के गाते जा रम बुला के शुगर लगा ले रम दबा के शुगर लगा ले बेफिकर तू शुगर लगाते जा नाच ले तू शुगर लगा ले दम लगा के शुगर लगा ले बेफिकर तू शुगर लगाते जा शुगर लगा.
And of course, Baljan, you might say, oh, Aldova likes the music. I like the music also, but most importantly, actually, what I like about this particular song, Faltani, is the fact that it's got a message in it. All chakkar this particular moment only, right? And oh my God, this is one thing which I do, Baljan, actually go, give up everything, go for a drive around the whole of India. In fact, if possible, the whole world, but India for now, because I need to start from there somewhere. So, Kanyakumari all the way to Kashmir and eat all the foods over there at different places. That's going to be my goal, I suppose, or dream, I suppose, Baljan. Jab hoga, to aapko batayenge zarur, lekin abhi ke liye it's time for us to go and check out what's happening with the news, Banjan, which is we share with you guys. Lekin humne hit kiya tha. How about we go check out the news in detail? Faltani, what's happening?
The first day of President Trump's impeachment trial focused on the constitutionality of trying a president who's no longer in office, and of course also revisited the wounds of last month's Capitol siege. House managers prosecuting Trump opened with harrowing and emotional video montage of Trump egging on supporters, some of whom soon became rioters. Lead impeachment manager Raskin tearfully recalled the terror and the bloodshed of that day, saying, "This cannot be the future of America." Trump's lawyers responded by saying Democrats were trying to disenfranchise Trump voters. However, the performance of Trump's lead impeachment defense attorney Bruce Castor, whose argument had seemed rambling and disjointed, drew criticism from GOP senators and from Trump himself. Ultimately, 6 Republicans joined the Democrats in voting that the trial was indeed constitutional and should proceed. And today, they have proceeded as expected. The Democrats are going to be showing new security camera video depicting the deadly attack on the U.S. Capitol by Donald Trump supporters as they open their formal case charging the former president with inciting insurrection. Senior aides to the House of Reps managers prosecuting the case said they will also argue that Trump's false claims of fraud in November's election laid the ground for the Jan 6th assaults. The House has charged Trump, a Republican, with inciting an insurrection, exhorting thousands of protesters and supporters to march on the Capitol where Congress was gathered by Democrat Joe Biden's electoral victory. The Democrats played dramatic video of the Capitol, as I mentioned yesterday, to make their case for the constitutionality of the trial. While this is still proceeding, a divided U.S. Senate. Well, we don't know if conviction could actually happen because they need a 2/3 majority for the conviction. Democrats hope to disqualify Trump from ever holding again any kind of public office, but Tuesday's outcome suggested that they still face long odds. Only 6 Republican senators joined the Democrats in voting in favor of allowing the trial to take place, far short of the 17 needed to secure a conviction. Convicting Trump, as I mentioned, would require a 2/3 majority in a 50-50 Senate. In other news, Bandijan, prosecutors in Fulton County, Georgia, are now investigating Donald Trump's attempts to overturn the southern state's 2020 presidential election results, according to a letter seen by Reuters on Wednesday in the second criminal probe faced by the former president. So, Fulton County District Attorney Willis has sent a letter asking state government officials to preserve documents, including those related to then President Trump's call to Republican Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger, pressuring him to find more votes. This matter is of high priority, and I'm confident that as fellow law enforcement officers sworn to uphold the constitutions of the United States and Georgia, our acquisition of information and evidence of potential crimes via interviews, documents, videos, and electronic records will be cooperative, said the letter dated February 20th. So one more criminal case against Donald Trump. In the meanwhile, a weather system is already punishing the Midwestern United States with the coldest temperatures of the winter, which is forecast to spin to the south and west on Wednesday, prompting ice storm warnings and likely hazardous travel conditions. The cell of Arctic high pressure sitting over Canada that has driven temperatures some 20 or 30 degrees below normal is in the U.S. Midwest, and northern plains will bring even rougher weather as it moves into central and southern states, the National Weather Service has said. For our bandhus who watch us from those areas, please stay safe, and bandhus here, we need to get ready to brave the cold that's going to be coming our way as well. The United States government has now partnered with Texas to build 3 mass vaccination sites. The federal government is partnering following last week's announcement that it would build such sites in California, federal health officials said in a Wednesday media brief. Each site will be able to get 10,000 shots in arms per day, according to Jeffrey Zients, the White House's COVID-19 response coordinator, and should begin administering shots by February 22nd.
While we're on the topic of shots, but then vaccination-wise, you look at it, there are almost California has administered close to 5 million doses of the vaccine. It's a very good news, actually. In fact, it's showing up on the numbers as well. Number of new cases of vaccines has dropped 2%. That's around, I think, still a big number, but still, I would say around 8,000 people getting, coming up with new cases every day. It's still less than what it was last time. It was around 7.7%. Now it's like 0.2%. It's still a good number, actually. Santa Clara is somewhere up there because we have administered around 250,000 doses already and many more to come. They already have shipped around 7.5 million doses to be delivered soon. So there's hope. California is kind of coming out of it. So let's all just, pucker up and just wait for it to be done fully.
Right. The good news is that about 1 in 10 Americans, nearly about 32.9 million people, have gotten their first dose of the COVID-19 vaccine. That's promising, but challenges still remain, including supply shortages, inequal access, and the looming threat of variants. But this may not be a one-off deal. The CEO of Johnson & Johnson says he thinks people will need an annual COVID-19 vaccination for years to come. And also yesterday, Banajan, the WHO released a report with regard to their findings on how exactly the origins of the novel coronavirus came about after they wrapped up their research of survey, and they concluded that an intermediary host species is probably how COVID-19 was introduced to humans, but other scenarios like transmission via frozen food products are also possible.
So what is the intermediary host species, Falco? Is it like a cross between a bat and a human being? You saying vampires are real?
No, it could be a bat, that intermediary host. I don't know how that has come about, what they exactly mean by that. But China is claiming vindication. Yeah, and the Biden administration is getting flack from at least one WHO investigator for saying it supports the findings, but will rely on US intelligence to evaluate the WHO report. So you can get more information about that on mediamahima.com. In terms of returning to schools, Banajan, Chicago teachers, we announced this, right? That they were on a big shutdown. All schools were shut down. Now, Chicago teachers voted in favor of approving a tentative COVID-19 safety plan to allow the third largest U.S. public school system to gradually resume in-person classes for students who've been out of school buildings for almost a year. A federal appeals court ruled that U.S. border agents now do not need warrants to search travelers' smartphones and laptops at airports and other U.S. ports of entry, a practice that grew increasingly rampant during the Trump administration. The U.S. First Circuit Court of Appeals in Boston late on Tuesday ruled against 11 travelers subjected to warrantless device search at the border, who argued that current policies governing them were unconstitutional. Policies of U.S. Customs and Border Protection and U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement allows agents to perform suspicionless basic device searches and more intrusive advanced searches with reasonable suspicion of a crime. The number of electronic device searches at the border ballooned during Republican President Donald Trump's administration from 30,200 in 2017 to about 40,913 in 2019. So if you're traveling, make sure that you delete any sensitive content, if there is any sensitive content on your phones. About 600 gallons of oil has spilled from Chevron Richmond, California site. 600 gallons of petroleum and water mixture that leaked from Chevron Corp's wharf at its Richmond, California oil refinery has been contained on Tuesday, according to the regional air pollution regulator's official Twitter account. The investigation is ongoing, the Bay Area Quality Management District said in a tweet. A plan for U.S. investors, including Oracle Corp and Walmart Inc., to buy a majority stake in TikTok's American operations could face months of additional reviews as the new Biden administration makes a wide-ranging review of Trump administration's China policy, two people briefed on the matter said. And also, while we're talking about that, Bunjan, let's tell you, Indian social media app called Koo, K-O-O, is witnessing a surge in popularity fueled by politicians and others flocking to it after US rival Twitter Inc. refused to follow a government order to block certain content on its platform. Twitter has locked horns with New Delhi this month over the order to remove more than 1,100 accounts and posts which the government says are spreading misinformation about farmers' protests, new agricultural laws. The dispute escalated on Wednesday when Twitter said it did not fully comply with some requests as it believed that they were not in line with Indian law. Coup said downloads had surged tenfold in the past 2 days to over 3 million. Meanwhile, hashtag Coup app was a top Twitter trend in India on Wednesday with nearly 21,000 posts, followed by hashtag ban Twitter.
Okay, there goes Twitter out of India totally. I think Cool's going to take over.
I think that Coup has managed to stage a coup, a successful coup.
Yes, good. High
yeah.
time.
Yeah, about time.
Are we on Cool?
I don't know what they'll do about Facebook, but
We should get on Cool. Let's get on Cool.
Yeah, let's get on Coup.
Yeah.
Aldo Faldo will be on Coup shortly, Vanjan.
Yeah.
You can follow us there too. SoftBank Group Corp will invest $900 million in a gene sequencing firm, Pacific Biosciences in California, in its latest healthcare investment, the company said on Wednesday. So that's something to watch out for. And let's tell you, Bandijan, this is really interesting information that I found. Nothing says social distancing quite like Dubai's Robo Cafe, where robots have been used to replace their human overlords. Customers can place their orders with German-made robots who then prepare and deliver it straight to their tables. It's a good idea, especially right now. Emirati customer Jamal Ali Hassan, whose piping hot beverage was delivered with no spills, he said restaurant turnouts are so low, I would expect that this idea would be very popular. You order online and the robot works in front of you and gets you whatever you want within minutes. And speaking of robots, I have to tell you about this, Banjan. Imagine, okay, if you're sitting in a car, it's really packed up, okay, and you have to go and you have to take a side road, but your cars don't go in that road. Imagine if your car packs up and starts walking like the giant robo,
that'd
those
be so
sci-fi
nice.
series.
Yeah.
Yes, Hyundai's latest concept car walks to places that it cannot drive.
Nice.
That's right. Sometimes, no matter how good an off-road vehicle is, there are places it just can't drive. That's why Hyundai's engineers are working on a vehicle that can traverse even the most difficult terrain. The Hyundai Tiger X1 has 4 wheels, each powered by an electric motor. Each of those wheels is on the end of a long bendable leg.
Bendable leg.
Yeah, those wheels are at the end of, like, they show in the movies, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then the autonomous vehicle will drive as far as it can on its wheels, but when it encounters obstacles that it can't drive over,
It'll walk.
it'll rise up its legs and then walk over them.
Oh, nice.
The legs can also bend as the wheels roll over uneven terrain, keeping the cargo area level. The vehicle can also drive in any direction, forwards, backwards, side to side, using either of its wheels or legs.
So people already have decided to actually take over Mars.
Yeah, I have a feeling.
Yeah, I think we're going to have the next manned mission to Mars. If you want to apply for a Balanja, please look out on our website, mediamahima.com. We'll provide the application form there.
The Tiger, which stands for Transforming Intelligent Ground Excursion Robot with X1, indicating its experimental nature, could also to an unmanned aerial drone that can carry it to remote locations. Hyundai said the Tiger and the drone could also charge one another's batteries as needed. Oh my God, this is so
no
cool.
longer do we require. I think the whole world will be taken over by machines. I think I'll scratch that part of Mars. We're going to be here only, and we're going to go into the basements. It'll be like the reliving our Terminator days.
Oh God.
Yeah, I think T1 already is here right now. Tiger.
Anyway, let's go on over and see what other news that we have, Rajan. The WHO, there's something about the AstraZeneca COVID vaccine. WHO expert panel is recommending a wide use of the AstraZeneca COVID vaccine, and they are saying that the use of this outweighs any risks, and the shot should be recommended for use, including in people aged 65 and older. And there is a tsunami warning, Manijan, after a confirmed 7.7 magnitude quake in the South Pacific, according to Australian Bureau of Meteorology. And we'll bring you more updates about that right on Good Morning Bay. Andolan GVs have polluted the sacred Kisan Andolon, says Prime Minister Modi. What exactly that is, and about the rail roko that's going to happen on February 18th by protesting farmers, you can read up on by going to mediamahima.com. That's all we have time for. Good morning, Babe and Jan. We hope you enjoyed the news and also all the information and funformation that we bring to you. If you like good music and good entertainment, download the Radio D Hotties app for day-long, night-long entertainment 24/7. That's all we have time for. We'll see you tonight live at 5 on the Pam Pam Show. Till then, have yourselves a wonderful Wednesday.
शुगर लगा ले, शुगर लगा ले,